Hey everybody, what's going on? Bahroo here, and today I'm here to talk about the pre-sequel and some more news that we have on Wilhelm. Now, as you may know, I am really looking forward to Wilhelm in the pre-sequel. Depending on what his skill tree ends up being, he may end up being my main character, but let's just go ahead and go over the new news that was recently released on his action skill. Now, we've known the name of his action skill for some time now, but we really didn't know what exactly they're going to be doing. They're going to be summoning these sort of surveyor type sort of support allies that he'll have with him, but apparently he's going to be summoning two of them. He's going to have two specifically named surveyors. One's going to be named Wolf, and the other is going to be named Saint. Now, let's go ahead and focus on Saint first. Saint is going to be sort of a protection type of surveyor. Now, I don't know if it's going to be team-wide, if the Saint surveyor will help everyone, or if it's just going to focus on healing Wilhelm, keeping his shields up, and providing other sorts of support. I wouldn't be surprised if Saint also has ammo regeneration abilities or something to that effect. I really want to see Saint have a lot of different support roles in the pre-sequel, and we've talked about Claptrap potentially being the support character, but with this new info, I think Wilhelm might actually end up being the support role in this game, or maybe the surveyor is just to help him as a personal buff and not exactly going to be just for everyone. But anyway, the other surveyor that he's going to end up summoning is going to be called Wolf. Now, Wolf is going to be more of the offensive surveyor. It's going to be following Wilhelm, trying to keep shots on whatever he's currently fighting, and just giving him some cover fire. But one thing that I found interesting in this article was the Venom Bolts. It will corrode enemies, making them more susceptible to certain weapon fire. And this makes me think that maybe corrosion is going to be working like it did in Borderlands 1. For those who aren't aware, in Borderlands 1, corrosion took over the spot of slag, in that if you had a corrosion dot on an enemy, they would take more damage. So we may potentially see, instead of slag returning, it going into corrosion and it filling that role. Or maybe Venom Bolts is just something unique to Wilhelm again, and who knows, maybe it only increases Wilhelm's damage. If it increases everyone's damage, then he may end up playing that support role, like I said, which I definitely would like to see in the pre-sequel. And then finally, there's another final upgrade that they were mentioning, which is called the Omega Strike. I assume this is going to be something similar to Axton's nuke that he can attach to his turret, and it's just going to be a giant explosion. It says it's going to be a giant missile strike, so I don't know if it'll be multiple or it'll be a giant missile similar to, say, a Badass Constructor's nuke missile, but I'm hoping it's not a nuke, because nuke did not go over too well in the scaling department. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to see what all this ends up being. I'm definitely looking forward to all of the different upgrades that are going to be for Wolf and Saint, and we'll see if they end up playing a more support role, or maybe we can go full offensive with it. And I'm hoping that they have learned their lesson with Axton, that these things need to scale appropriately. They did a very good job with Krieg and scaling a lot of his abilities in the different difficulties. When you went to normal, TVHM, and UVHM, his abilities got stronger as you went through the difficulties. Obviously, OP8 kind of, yeah, but we'll look over that, and hopefully as you go through the game, the abilities don't get weaker. But anyway, this is everything that we've learned so far about Wilhelm and his action skill. I hope you all enjoyed this. Be sure to keep it here for more pre-sequel news, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Later.